Hello everyone, Risky Toothpick here, back again with some more Alone in the Dark, and we got a couple missions we gotta do today. Get the kids a toy, wash some painting off, and meet the doctor in his apartment. To be honest, give the kids something to play with. I don't know what we're giving them to play with, but there's a lot of closed doors. And the lighting's gotten a little strange. Okay, we've been here before. The empty room, there shouldn't really... Oh. Okay, well, I guess we're supposed to go that way. So we're kind of forced to go a certain way. When the door's gonna open? Let's go over here because the kids should be over here. No, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going over here. Wants us to go that way? Apparently we're not gonna make it out of here alive. Oh. So weird. Some of these doors be opening. I guess they want us to go to the... That's the doctor's office there.
It's blocked.
Yeah, the kids kept bleeding like crazy. You're gonna have to clean it up.
Soon. Soon it will be time.
Oh, it seems like they hurt the detective. I guess the detective was onto them. And this should be blocked. And then this is probably locked with a key. Yep. So the only thing we can do is go to the doctor's apartment.
Miss Hartwood, lock the door, will you? I'd rather not run into dear Dr. Gray if I can help it.
This feels strange. So very strange.
So what was them talking about the bleeding?
You okay?
This place? It's like something from my childhood.
It's just a private study of a very peculiar man.
I guess it might remind her of her father.
I think this is it. I'm properly mad.
You should be. Dr. Gray's playing with fire. Derceto's a powder keg of loonies, all ready to play their part in a murderous cult.
I'm trying to say I've lost my mind, Detective. The Hartwood curse has caught up with me.
I'm sure you're exaggerating. Try to focus on whatever you've been doing.
Right. Breaking the Dark Man's contract. Does it even matter anymore?
Alrighty. You know, though, I do kind of wish that one of them wasn't going crazy. Like, you get to play a role of someone who's not. But we get the false book. It's a hollow book. It goes right there, but let's see if there's anything else we missed. And the answer is no.
There's a book missing.
A secret door.
Looks like it.
Careful. Let me go first.
Well, at least he's being a gentleman. Let's see if there's anything over here.
Now we're talking. Great job, Emily.
And for all those wondering, this right here is like 000
This
for
has
the
something
talisman.
to do with the numbers for the talisman.
First meeting transcript.
Good to finally meet you, Mr. Hartwood. I'm here on the behalf of your brother Philip. You were expecting me, weren't you?
Yes. You're from Derceto, no?
That's right. I just wanted to ask you a few questions to see if there is anything I can do to help you and your family.
Okay.
I understand you're full of imagination. You make up a lot of things.
I suppose.
And you obsess over them, blurring reality and fiction.
Sometimes.
Do you want to tell me about the Dark Man?
No. No, I don't.
That's all right. Perhaps there is something else you can tell me. Something you know to be made up, but you hold dear.
Juan?
John? Who's John?
No. Juan Luis Jorge. Oh, wait there a moment. Here, take a look.
Is he... Oh, he is the author.
It's a magnificent book. Life-changing even. The real Juan is long dead, but I like to think of him as my friend. My most beloved friend.
I see. Do you often do this? Fantasize about people you read about?
No. Well, there is Jacob.
Who is Jacob?
Turn to the last page.
Oh, it's a newspaper article. The Prisoner of Ice, Jacob van Ostad. Is he also your beloved friend?
Oh, no, Doctor. Not at all. He is the fire that fights fire.
Yes, I think it's clear your overstimulated imagination, this mania, needs to be tempered for you to live a normal life. I know your family calls it the Hartwood curse, but I want you to know that there is nothing supernatural about your condition. It's all inside your head. And with that, I'm very qualified to deal with. In time, you will be cured.
In time.
Yes, in time we will exorcise all your demons, all the dark men.
Yeah!
Please, Mr. Hartwood, calm yourself.
What happened?
Oh, don't you worry your little head about it, Miss Hartwood. Your uncle and I just had our first breakthrough.
That scream sounds so cheap. Like, it annoys me every time I hear it because it just doesn't, it feels out of place. You know what I mean? Like, the scream, they could have done better, I feel like. But we found what we needed. Let's talk to this guy.
Found anything?
Oh, Dr. Gray's in so deep, I knew it. He's as mad as his patients. I mean, look at this. She who can till the soil of this sick world and begin again, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Absolute insanity.
Of course, we started hearing whispering now.
I have the strangest sensation that this is somehow Jeremy's room.
What? No. This is Dr. Gray's private quarters.
It would be weird if it was Jeremy's, though, but I mean, they need Jeremy, so it makes sense that they try to put him in a lavish area.
I want to apologize, Detective, for my elusive behavior tonight. I'm glad you haven't given up on me and my uncle yet.
Ah, you got nothing to apologize for. In fact, you've been out of my hair for most of the evening, you're self-reliant, and you've been helping with your own particular brand of investigation. As far as I'm concerned, you're an exemplary client.
Thank you, Edward. Mr. Carnby.
Alrighty. I hate this right here. This is all weird.
Should I even be doing this? Do I want to know?
Use paint thinner on your uncle's painting. Sure.
Jesus Christ, why would you paint this, Jeremy? What on earth possessed you?
Oh, he's crazy with that dagger.
Oh God.
And then we get the furniture key.
I can't believe I didn't see that before.
Oh, goodness. Can't walk straight. I got into the paint thinner myself. The snake dagger.
The Snake Dagger, a monograph by Yael Klein. In Ludwig Prin's book on pagan rituals called The Mystery of the Grave, as translated by Nicholas Vachy, there are several references to a sacrificial dagger called the Snake Dagger. It has long been thought of as a poor translation of the original text, that it would be more appropriate with worm dagger from the Latin vermis cultrum. This seems natural following the recent consensus that the original title of Prin's book, De Vermis Mysteris, should literally translate to the mystery of the worm. However, this would take away from Vachy's great effort at translating the underlying meaning of the words and revealing several cultural beliefs. While Prin certainly was using the term worm as a symbol or synecdoche for death and the dead, which is made clear by the contents of the book, in the case of the dagger, we shouldn't be too hasty to dismiss his translation. Reading through Vachy's correspondence with his patron, it appears that he had more than just the Latin text at his disposal. Vachy had dug up Prin's living relatives and uncovered several cross-referenced historical texts and an actual snake dagger. The dagger was dated to the early Middle Kingdom of Egypt and had such a clear shape of a wave that Vachy considered calling it the sinusoidal blade. Knowing the full story, it seems prudent that he chose to translate it as snake and not worm. There are several reasons why this choice of word helps us understand the pagans that Prin's book attempts to describe.
Now, I want to say that there's a couple endings for this game, so by using that paint thinner on that painting, we might get a different ending now. But I'm not for sure.
The symbolic value of the shape becomes more apparent when reading about the use for the dagger. In the passage of possession and exorcism, we find the snake dagger poisons the poisoner within the victim and is therefore pacified. Where the literal text would tell us that the worm dagger trumps the demon possessing the victim, it tells us nothing of their reasoning. Only that somehow this dagger wins against the demon, like it had the better hand in poker. Vachy's translation allows us to follow the underlying logic to the ritual magic that is being performed. Poison the poisoner sounds like fighting fire with fire. That to hurt the demon possessing its victim, the priests would have to fight back with a power that is known to the evil they are fighting. The snake dagger is therefore not only a good way to describe its form, but it also helps us understand how it could be thought of as a useful tool for exorcism. Finally, it also helps us understand their relationship to lunacy, that it was thought of as something poisoning the mind rather than controlling it. What is also interesting to note is that the possessed are always considered poisoned in their head and not their heart. The snake dagger always went to the eye of the possessed, leaving them partially blind, if they had the good luck to survive.
Alrighty. Let's open this up with the furniture key. And the phone goes off. Let me try to get over there.
Hello? Who's there? Jeremy?
Jeremy is with the Dark Man. You can't save him.
Jeremy is with the Dark Man? Where? Who is he? What is the Dark Man?
The Heartwood curse. He will come for you too.
And there we go. The broken clock. We come over here. And we magically put the talisman in here. And it's got to be 000, I believe. Pretty simple. Come all the way back in here. Try to walk correctly.
You heard the telephone ring, right?
No, the telephone's cut off. I tried calling the police earlier.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
None of Emily's experiences seemed to line up with reality anymore. Even when she accomplished something, it seemed absurd. Was this what it was like to be completely consumed by the Heartwood curse? Not mind-numbing terror, but a continuous state of confusion breaking you down.
Alrighty. Oh my, always right there.
Hey, Mr. Carnby?
What?
Nothing, right?
It's a closet?
That's right, Detective. I'll see you later. I have to finish this.
You're going inside the closet?
I know what it looks like, but I can't explain it, much less justify it.
All right. You do what you have to do, miss.
Goodbye, Detective.
And here we go to the Arctic. And I did look it up, and indeed we will have a different ending, or at least some sort of something different is going to happen at the end here because of the paint thinner.
The icy wastes before her felt profound and deeply wrong, like staring into a grisly wound revealing bone under the fleshy mounds of muscle, seeing layers of Jeremy that she would rather stay hidden.
All right, there we go. And I looked it up as well. I think there's like 4 or maybe even 5 endings. 4 for sure. He's picked. Definitely need a melee weapon here. Get that flare. That's right. The Greenland Expedition.
We found the ancient stellarium perched on a cliff facing the Arctic Ocean after a day of sailing due north of the Eskimo encampment. Jacob van Oostad was our most keen member of the expedition. He had been chasing down the source of a peculiar type of crystallized metal present in several sacred items among the natives on the northeast coast of Greenland. The site was a remarkable find for any explorer, and we were all enraptured in our search for enlightenment and meaning. The surviving architecture seemed almost unearthly in origin and astonishingly sophisticated. The metal Jacob was searching for was abundant, almost ubiquitous. We were so taken by our find that we were surprised by the sun falling below the horizon. As we quickly picked up our gear, ready to head back to our camp, Jacob van Oostad declared that he wanted to stay. He was adamant. We begged him to reconsider. The night would be getting colder by the hour, and we feared for all our safety. Jacob refused, threatening us with violence if we wouldn't leave him alone. As the snowfall turned heavier, we left him there, on his own. The next day, the weather became worse, and we had to spend hours enforcing our shelter as our tents became increasingly useless. The group had written off Jacob, thinking he must be dead. I had an urge to make one final attempt to save him, so I headed out as darkness fell with a handful of flares, and headed toward the coast and up the climb, towards the Stellarium. That's when I saw him, transfixed by a burning sky, that celestial lantern. Jacob keeled over and let out a painful shriek that struck me with such fear and pity. He was crying in agony, for the cold weather had ravaged his flesh. I called out to him, and he turned to face me. His vacant stare held me in place like a needle through a butterfly, and he said, "You must leave now, Ashtan. Go, and never come back." And so I left.
Alrighty. So we have the flare gun. We just shoot it out. And the red flame will protect us. When you first played the game, you're like worried. You're like, am I gonna find where I need to go? That's right, give me them flares. Okay, I see one over there. Run! Might have shot at the wrong area. Perfect. A little bit of health there if you need it. Okay, reload. I don't know if we need the flares anymore. Only problem is we gotta deal with this crazy Jacob guy. Get as much ammo as possible because we're gonna be needing it. What are we missing here? We're missing two. 1,000 Young and the Heartwood Curse. We're gonna have to figure out where those items are. Like, they are hidden. Oh, so let's leave that guy alone for now. Let him be crazy. I don't see anything, so let's fight him.
Who are you? What do you want?
Emily, you should not have come.
Yeah, hey, we can talk about this.
It's too late for that. It's too late.
Man, he's loud. Man, he took it like a champ. Get a little drinky poo. Reload our ammo. And let's see if there's anything else we can pick up around here. He was very loud. I was like blowing my ears up. And nope, seems to be pretty clear. I guess we gotta put the talisman in there.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the northern lights above us.
If the dark man is gonna be in the middle of your existence, Jeremy, then at least set everything in order.
Alright, let's fix this up. Pretty much leave the large one for last. Maybe. And I think we got it. Pretty much just run away from this guy. Hit him with the knife. Reload while he's like flopping around. I'm glad you missed, by the way. Oh man, he took it like a champ. Ooh, went right into that. Heal up a little bit. Machine gun rounds, pistol.
I don't understand. Why are you here? I did everything you wanted to break the pact. What else can I do? Wait, it did work. That's why you're coming after me. You're in my head now. In that case, I hope you enjoy your stay.
Emily, stop!
Don't worry, we got you.
Are you alone? Or is he in there with you? Miss Hot, what is up?
Heard you almost painted the foyer with your own blood and guts. Good to see you still in one piece. Stick around, will you? It's going to be an exciting night.
Good to see you made it, miss. And all that ruckus, light to give you a healthy dose of that sleeping juice. Wasn't sure you'd be waking up again.
What happened?
You had a psychological breakdown. Tried to shoot yourself. Sorry for the manhandling, but we just wanted to save you.
You also stabbed Jeremy in the eye.
Is he alright?
He's a little strange, but everything else is back to normal.
Really? I broke the pact?
I don't know what you did, but it worked. Let's see you standing up, miss.
Jeremy, are you okay? I'm so sorry for hurting you. How can you ever forgive me?
Emily, I missed you so. I do hope you'll stay with me for a while.
Uncle, what's wrong? Is it anesthesia? He seems so meek.
I wish that was the case. It turns out that you managed to lobotomize him. It's actually quite impressive considering your technique.
This is permanent?
You sacrificed a piece of his mind to save the whole. It's a little like treating a bad knee by cutting off the leg. It's blunt, but it works.
That's terrible.
Perhaps. But at least he won't suffer anymore. Do you remember the Dark Man, Jeremy?
Ah, yes. Where did he go? I hope he is doing all right.
You see? With a violent stab, you made any future treatment quite redundant. I assume you will be bringing him with you back to New Orleans.
I will. I just need to find Detective Carnby.
Alrighty. So we're going to stop here today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Next time we'll finish up the mission or finish the game, do the new ending that we're going to get because we have some
Everything
options.
was back to normal. Did any of it really happen? What had Emily actually been doing all night?
The only thing is I'm really going to have to figure out where the necklace for 1,000 Youngs is and one piece for the Heartwood Curse because I keep on missing it. I don't know where it's at, but we're going to find it. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed and I'll see y'all again in the next one.